Today I'm going to chat with you guys a bit all about the Elgato capture card. 10 years later, what I think of it overall, the troubles I've had, the good times I've had, what I use it mainly for, what models I have, and most importantly, if I think that the capture card may be right for you. Okay, so let's, in no particular order, start with all the versions I have, okay? Of course, I have this, but this is an old version. It's literally just here till I have something to physically show you guys because one of my capture cards are in use currently because that's my internal capture card, the MK4K Plus, I believe it's called. Well, it's an internal capture card, so of course it's Windows. I mean, in theory, Mac, but in practice, only Windows. So, and then I have the HD60S Plus, not to be confused with this, which is just HD60, because I needed to do, back when I was doing a brief period of Mac only recording, I actually needed to find a way to make it so I could do both Mac and record my footage. So the HD60S is an external capture card, meaning that you don't put it in your computer like an internal one. It actually captures it outside of the computer for you. You just plug in the USB and then you plug in the cables and connect it to your computer and whatnot. Now the newer capture card, I believe it's at the time of recording the HD 4KX, I think, which is also an external capture card. I don't know if there's an internal version, but I haven't got to check that out yet, but I imagine it works just as well as most things will. I think the internal version might be slightly better, only because if it's using your PCIe slot, then there's extra stuff it can do synced up to your computer, and that makes it real good. But let's talk about my troubles, okay, over the years. First of all, when I switched to Mac briefly, I had to get an external capture card. Now, I would list the internal one going in my PC as a trouble, but it's a lot easier to install than you might think. You'll just have to make sure your motherboard has an extra slot for PCIe. So that was pretty easy to install for me personally. So that's neither here nor there. Plus, I feel like the majority of people these days use external over internal because at the end of the day, there's not much benefits for the majority of people. Now, let's talk about what you would even use a capture card for ideally. You would use a capture card if you're trying to capture console games, like your Xbox games on the Xbox, or your PC games on the PC, or your Nintendo Switch 2 games on the Nintendo Switch 2, or even your Steam Deck games. Technically, one would argue why you don't just screen record using screen record software from your PC. But, you know, if you want the full Steam Deck experience for recording, you could technically buy the Steam Deck dock and hook it up to a capture card via HDMI and do that if you want to. There's bunches of options. So basically, gaming channels or channels that need to show off something on a console screen, that's usually people who would use a capture card. You could also make an argument for mobile, because I do have a way to use it to record my iPad if need be, which you could check out some of those videos on my gaming channel. Link in the description below. It's called Vamp Plays. I record a lot of gameplay, a lot of it's PC, but a lot of it is also console, especially my other channel, Warframe Madness, where I record lots of Warframe content. Most of it is from my PS5. Yeah. Now, originally, how I first started, because most consoles have their own recording software, like back before the PS5 came out, I was on the PS4, and that let me record and upload straight to YouTube, but I lost a lot of flexibility there, and streaming was kind of a nightmare. If you want to stream from your PC, but you want to stream a console game, your best bet is to get a capture card. Not sure, I don't want to say that's your only bet, but with that said, I'm not sure you'll have many other options. Now, overall, capture card has been up for me, but I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I am through and through in the Elgato ecosystem, okay? It started with a green screen back in the day. There's no green screen right behind me right now because I don't feel like getting it out. But that is where I started. And then from then on, I got my first Steam Deck, then got the Steam Deck XL. Later on, Elgato sent me the Steam Deck Plus. So I got to check out that, which it had become part of my regular system, as well as the XL, which I thought were too many keys at the time, but I was mistaken. But anyway, I digress. I might make a separate video on the Steam, or rather Stream Deck in the future. But this is all about the capture card. The capture card. Do I regret getting the capture card? No, because I wouldn't be where I am today without the capture card. Like I said, if you just do PC games and stuff, capture card may not even be necessary technically, because unless you have a dual PC setup, then you could plug the gaming PC into the capture card. Then the gaming PC becomes like a console, in the sense that you plug it into the capture card and it would just capture whatever's on the gaming PC onto your main workstation PC. But in other scenarios where you only have one PC and you game off that PC just the same, even if you have two monitors, it might be a better bet not to have a capture card. For that case, it would just be extra intensity on your computer for not much upside. But if you indeed do ever console game or want to show something on a console, or even if you just make videos about console updates and you need to screen share your console for like 5 minutes or whatever, capture card, way to go with that. So yeah, capture cards actually have helped me throughout the years. I did mention a lot of the versions that I have, but keep in mind that was over years. It wasn't like I went out, bought all the capture cards at once. This is the very capture card I started with. My very first capture card, if you will. So, yeah. I would say, yeah, if you want to get a capture card, the newest capture card right now, I'll put a link in the description below to Elgato's site, and I guess the newest capture card, which I believe to be the HDX external capture card. I'll put an Amazon link to that, I guess, as well in the description below. And yeah, hopefully this has helped you make some kind of informed decision. I'm not really sure if it has, but I thought I'd share my opinion, my thoughts with having the capture card for at least 10 years. So yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.